as we age, our bodies lose some of the qualities that we may have taken for granted in our youth. But our desire to sing is just as strong as ever. And so if this resonates with you, and you might be an older adult singer who is learning how to navigate their new voice in this stage of life, well, stay tuned. Hi singers! If we've never met before, I'm Vanessa Ledesma-Coffin. I'm a voice teacher, a vocal coach, a choir director, and a music director in Los Angeles, California. I've had singers who had never taken a voice lesson before, to singers on Broadway and in major commercial bands. On my channel, I like to talk about music pedagogy and the different schools of vocal technique. Today, we are spending time helping out my older adult singers. I found this amazing literature review article, and I needed to do a video about this. I've been looking for a really good article. I've read lots of articles over the years about the voice and how the voice changes over the years, but I found this one and I loved it, and I had to do a video. Anyway, the article is called Effective Sex Hormones on Human Voice Physiology from Childhood to Senescence by Virginia Zamponi et al. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit from here, and if you would like to read this article, it'll be in the blog that is linked down below. So please check it out. All right, so for my singers, if you're dealing with something called presbyphonia, also known as age-related dysphonia, this refers to aging-related anatomical modification of the respiratory system, the vocal tract, and the vocal folds. So if you are dealing with your voice and it feels like it's not even your own anymore, you don't know how to use it, this might be something that you're dealing with. You can go to your doctor about it, and they might assign you like an OT or a PT or an SLP, and they can help you manage it. We'll start today, but for those that are really struggling, you might need professional help in your real life. All right. Continuing on. For women, Arbital et al. Described a menopausal vocal syndrome characterized by lowering vocal intensity, vocal fatigue, and decreased vocal range with a loss of high notes and a loss of timbre in the spoken and singing voice. This is due to the thickening of the vocal folds or vocal fold edema. If this resonates with you, if you have lost some of your high notes, if you don't feel like you can belt like you used to, or if your voice feels really tired, then you're probably postmenopausal, right? So this is going to happen. Your vocal cords have thickened a bit, or you might be dealing with the vocal fold edema, which is like a swelling of the cords, and that can have several different causes listed here. If you're struggling with one of those, then maybe dealing with that cause can help with the vocal folds. So I encourage you to do that. All right. Now for the men. Interestingly, men experience the opposite effect. As men age, testosterone decreases, which leads to the vocal folds thinning and reducing glottal contact. So when we're singing or speaking, our vocal folds are vibrating, but they're not vibrating like this. They're vibrating in a way that looks like this. They're making contact. That's the glottal contact. So for men, it's harder to get that total closure. For women, it's easier because our cords are thicker. But for men, they're thinner, so it's harder to get that. It takes a bit more air pressure. You might hear like kind of like a whistly tone come out, or like an aspirate sound. So that's what's happening right now in the two voices. We're going to do a few warm-ups to try to address these two opposite issues. All right. First, we're going to massage. As we age, our body loses collagen, parts of our body calcify, and so you can feel stiffness if you're struggling with stiffness, or it's just harder to be flexible. This is what we're dealing with. So let's massage. Go ahead gently Open up the jaw, massage here. Let the jaw hinge very gently. And now you're going to take your thumbs and get your tongue down here. Massage that. And then just move down the neck. You can go take a finger like this and go over this muscle here. Ah, should feel nice. I carry a lot of tension there, so that feels really nice. On the other side. And gently we're going to do this, but if you feel like this is something that's helpful, maybe getting a speech language pathologist can be really helpful in this moment. But gently find your larynx, your voice box, and pull down as you lift your chin. All right, so you're going to find it. Pull down as you lift your chin. We lose flexibility in this, so stretching it out can be really helpful. So you're pulling down at your chin. Give it a little massage here. Hold on to it and just gently side to side, just real gentle. Good. Take your shoulders, roll them back. Start opening everything up and roll forward. And now take your shoulders up to your ears. And then go. Take your shoulders up to your ears. And breathe them down. One more time. And then go. Nice. All right. Now I want you to stretch out your tongue. So take the tip of your tongue and tuck it behind your bottom teeth and then push your tongue out. Nice and wide. And the opposite way. So now you're going to take the tip of your tongue and tuck it behind your top teeth and then push. One more time. And just take a second, alternate that. Nice. All right. You should feel the stretch here too, right? Because the tongue's pretty big. It's not just what's in your mouth. It's also, it goes all the way down here. So, all right. Moving on, let's do a little bit of articulation, right? So can you go ba, da, ga, da? All right, so feel that ba. Put some air behind it. Ba, da, ga, da. In your own time, do that 2 more times. Nice. So hopefully you're feeling little explosions of air, right? Little explosions of air. Ba, da, ga, da. A little bit of strength. Now we're going to go to t, like t, t, s, t, s, t, s, t, s. All right, at your own pace. Nice. Now let's put it together and go. Tss, 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 tss. Go ahead. One more time. All right, now what I want you to feel is when you're doing these, I want you to feel your breath here. So you're going to breathe in. You should feel kind of something clicking in with your diaphragm. So breathe in. Try it again. One more time. Breathe in. Good. So we're starting the breath work. Now, you're going to use that breath and we're going to do just a few tongue twisters. All right. So I found some on the internet. I love the I love the New York one. So let's do that one. Can you say unique New York? New York, unique. You know, you need unique New York. It should be here. Read it here. Ready? Here we go. All right, let's try a couple more. How about, I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. It's here. Nice. Let's do one more. Let's try this one. A big black bug bit a big black bear, and the big black bear drew blood. All right, at your own pace. Yeah? Was it tricky? If you would like these or other tongue twisters, again, go to the blog that's listed down below and all the resources will be there for you. All right, so we're going to move on to breath work now. So as we age, we lose that kind of power that our breath used to have. So we're going to work on that a little bit. Let's go back to the exercise that you did, and we're going to continue on from there. So hands on the diaphragm, breathe in. Do that one more time. Perfect. Now you're going to do that again. But on that third one, you're going to hold it out for, let's think, 20 beats, 20 seconds. Ready? So breathe in. Nice. Were you able to make it? Let's try it one more time. Ready? Breathe in. And all right, were you able to do it? Good job. Okay, so with that same feeling, you're clicked into your breath. Let's do, if you have a low voice, you can go here. If you have like a medium high voice, you can start here. Ready? You're gonna go ha, 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 ha. All right, from that belly. Ready? Here we go. Ha, 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 down first. Let's move back up. Let's do 3 more just in case. Good job. Last one. Nice. Let me know in the comments down below if you were able to hit those high notes today. Very curious. Okay. Good work. Now, another thing that we lose as we age is flexibility, right? That is just part of the deal. So let's go ahead and work on that just a little bit. Why don't we start kind of where we left off, not as high, so it's not as mean. And we're going to do ni, no. All right, so you can go ni, no. Ready? Your turn. Do 2 up and then come back down. Back down. feel? Were you able to get those little movements? Knee, knee. Let me know if that was tricky or if that was too easy, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's do another one, and we'll start at that same spot. And I'm sure if you were in choir, this one should be familiar. Can you do mi, me, ma, mo, mu? All right. So you can go mi, me, ma, mo, mu. All right, let me hear you do that. Ready? Last one. How did that feel? Okay? Was all right? All right, let's do our scales, right? You know these. So we'll start where we left off. Maybe. That's pretty high, but you can do it. All right, so let's start on do. Ready? Here you go. There's your low do. High do, re, do, re. Nice. Very nice. Now we'll move down. Good. Let's do two more. Last one. Very, very nice. So the ear should be tuning, should be stretching everything out. Let's open up really tall. Add a K in front. Ko. Now go ko. Feel that space that you're making in the back. All right. And I'll play starting where we left off. And you're gonna go ko. Now use your belly to support. Here we go. Ready? Two more. Nice. So you should be fairly stretched out now. Your breath should be engaged and everything should be kind of warmed up. I encourage you to find your favorite song or maybe a piece that you're working on right now and go jump in, go sing, all right? But that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this warm-up and this lesson, there is link down below a warm-up for older adults. I encourage you to use it every single day to keep everything stretched and ringy and engaged, just so that we can hear your beautiful voice some more. All right? So until next time, keep learning, keep singing, sharing your voice. We really want to hear it. All right? Let's make this world a little kinder through music. I'll see you next time.